Utah's real estate is as diverse as its climates. From the summits of Park City all the way to the red rocks of St. George, Utah's real estate is bursting with character. Utahns love their real estate.
But it's always evolving and changing, whether somebody wants to sell it or remodel it.
This is Utah Real Estate Essentials.
It's just so fun. Okay, Julie, take a look at this one. We're going to be heading up to the east side. We're over in Draper, right up against the mountains here. Spectacular this is a spectacular area, as you can see, right next to it, and this one has views to die for. So if you want kind of the east bench and you want to be looking over the valley, this could be your home. This one's, as you can tell as you look at the outside of this house was custom built for this lot. It was designed and built. So whoever, when they got this particular lot, they said, listen, we want to build a custom home around this lot. And that's what they did. And so if you're coming up the street, you pull into your garage, then you pull around your circular driveway, and then you walk into the house. And you want to talk about a deal. We're going to be looking at, it's $649,000. It's only $116 a square foot for a 3-car garage, and it's on half an acre.
That's hard to find a half an acre, isn't it anymore?
It really is, yeah. And I mean, to find a deal in Draper,
yeah,
that's hard to find.
That is.
Yeah, and as you can see, you walk in, it's got a really unique, kind of cool little entertaining floor plan. So as you walk in, it's got that grand staircase that goes upstairs. It's got a really nice upstairs, and then it's got kind of this kind of entertaining area off of what we consider the north side of the property. Now keep in mind, off the back there, out those windows, it's a deck that wraps around all the way around the back of the house.
Oh, that's
And so it's
great.
got beautiful views as you walk out here. Lots of windows, lots of light.
Oh, you'd see such beautiful sunsets, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it would be spectacular sunset views from here. As you can see, look at all these windows, and they had to cover up some of those windows up so bright. If you like light, you're going to love this house.
It is beautiful. You can tell it was built for the
Isn't that interesting?
lot that it's in.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of houses, you see a lot of things that are done and stuff, but when you see one that was specially done around the sty, around that particular lot, and where we're going to come in, and where we want to enter on the front entry, and where we want to have take a look at the master here.
And another deck.
Another deck off the master. They would consider this what they call a Romeo and Juliet deck, and so it just kind of wraps there, and take a look.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and into the master here, you can see big, huge ceilings, plenty of space. Everywhere you go in this house, it lays out really, really well.
And there's a closet right off of the
a big, huge
there.
closet. And the closet, you can access through the bathroom or the bedroom in both
Either way.
directions. Yeah,
Great.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
And lots of bedrooms here. You're looking at 5 bedrooms. 2 full, 1 3/4, and 1 half. It was built in 1989. It has a 3-car garage. It's on 0.47 acres, and it just keeps going and going. 55. It's 5583. So yeah, it's about 5,500 square feet, which is, that's a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like this is a good value for all of this house has to offer.
It really does. I mean, if you want to be in that Draper area, which is Draper in the valley, there's that deck that looks off the back. Take a look at the views.
This is great.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is.
And so there's a spiral staircase that goes down to the lower level. It's got a nice little, the lot is terraced. They probably spent $100,000 or more than that just terracing the lot. And so you could just take advantage and look at that as we fly by. You really...
This is a very, very nice home.
Yeah. Really great neighborhood. So Julie, I know you've done loans just about everywhere, and you're working with Momentum Loans. So tell me about that.
I have had a great time with great experiences. I've worked for a bank, I've worked for a credit union, and also for a large national brokerage. And although those were great experiences, something was missing. And I searched and found Momentum Loans. In Momentum, I know that I have the best of the best. I have someone that is interested in my clients the way I am interested in my clients. They are local professionals that have invested in a local company, and they are proficient in the Utah market. So we can offer the best of the best. We've got great service, but we don't sacrifice rates and fees to get there.
So Julie, I know technology has changed a lot recently in loans, right?
It has, and it's helped the process to be more seamless. Our clients can go online and make an application. We have automation in all the right places at Momentum Loans. So we've got the technology they need and the personal touch that we can provide a great service.
Okay, Julie, for this one, we're going to be heading out to Fish Lake, and of course, Fish Lake is right there by Fish Lake National Park, and this is just an absolutely beautiful place, and it's kind of not southern, it's kind of more central Utah, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, kind of Richfield kind of area, and then out a little bit east there, and you come on. You want to talk about fishing and getting away from it? This is it.
It's a great destination location.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you had a family reunion or something, this would be a great place to go. This house sits on 27.5 acres, and it's got a couple hookups. It's got 2 hookups for RVs on there. And so if you wanted, you've got the house, which has got plenty of room in it, big, huge deck, as you can see, and then you can put 2 RVs, and they're all hooked up and ready to go. It's got water storage, it's got propane storage, it's got everything. And the wildlife around here, if you want to see wildlife, they're everywhere.
And the views are just so spectacular.
Yeah. And as you go inside, they've got a really just beautiful cabin view. As you can see, all this beautiful wood inside.
Wood.
Yeah. Lots of wood, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Just what you're looking for in that cabin feeling.
Yeah, very, very beautiful, very elegant. And one of the things that Utah is such a cool place to be, and then to be able to get off, just a couple hours away from Salt Lake and get out and just, go enjoy the, you just got back from a family reunion, right?
Up in the mountains too.
Yeah, that's just the way you go, right?
You bet.
Yeah, I'm actually going down to Fish Lake here this next Monday or Tuesday this next week and go do some fishing.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna get some footage, for the show, because it's kind of a hidden gem. Not a lot of people go down to Fish Lake, but it's a real beautiful place to be. I mean, it's a national forest out there, just beautiful. It's a kind of a higher mountain lake, and they've got some great fishing. I'm gonna go find out about it.
Well, look at how warm and comfortable this house is. It just feels so in tune with the location that it's in, and just warm.
Yeah, very nice. And they continue the styling throughout. This is a lot of work. A lot of cost. If you think about wood, the cost of wood, and then you do the ceilings and the walls and everything in wood. I mean, that's the best cabin you can get, I guess, right?
Oh gosh, it's just gorgeous. There's something about having all that wood around you and being out in nature. It just helps you to center and calm down, and just what you need in a destination home.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful property. It's got a lot to offer. I mean, you're sitting on 27.5 acres. You can hook up all your RVs. You got those beautiful views. If you want to get away, you just want to be away from it all.
Well, I'm sure there are ATV trails too that you can get out on.
Yeah, you can go hiking, you can go biking, RVing,
and
whatever.
Of course fishing.
Gotta do the fishing.
Gotta do the fishing.
Yeah. I'm excited to go down there, and because I've never actually fished. I've heard all about it. I've heard they've got great fishing there, but I've never been. And so this Tuesday we're going to go down there. And we're specifically going down to take a look at this property, take a look at it, and we're going to get some footage, and there's some of the wildlife. And that's just as the camera guy is there. He just looks out, and there's the the wildlife.
Sometimes you just need to decompress and get away. But look how close this is.
Yeah, so cute. And boy, nothing better than Utah and the vast open space, right?
Oh, this is great.
And so on this house, you're going to be looking at $695,000 with 27.5 acres. And that cabin is 2740 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 full and 1 half bath. And it's 100% finished.
Great.
The last time we moved, the process took a lot longer than I thought, and I lost a bunch of my stuff. I just don't want to go through that again.
Don't worry, Zippy Shell to the rescue. Now, Zippy Shell is a proven nationwide company that is fully licensed and insured. And we bring our shell to your house where you can load it or we can load it for you. And once the container is full, you put a lock on it and we take it to our climate-controlled and secure warehouse. There, we wrap your containers to make your belongings more secure prior to shipping. And your possessions never leave that container until you unload it at your new home, so there's no chance of anything getting lost. And your price is guaranteed on the front end, no last-minute surprises. And that's what Zippy Shell is, portable storage and moving made simple. Contact us through zippyshell.com and tell them Zippy Girl sent you.
So Kai, I've been in this business for a long, long time, and insurance is one of those unique pieces, and always great to work with good people. Now, there are huge differences between insurance companies. Give me an example why Farm Bureau is so good.
The reason that we're different than most companies is that most companies, obviously, they don't want to cover the claim if they don't have to. At Farm Bureau, if it's covered, we want to cover it and we want to pay the claim. That's how we obtain and keep our clients, is by covering them correctly.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now, give me an example of what that might look like.
For instance, specifically with Farm Bureau, as it pertains to water, most insurance companies, if the water touches the ground from a broken pipe even, or a sprinkler pipe or something like that, if it goes inside the house, they don't want to cover it.
Yeah.
They call it groundwater. With Farm Bureau, most of the time we will cover that. That's what insurance is for.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Julie, for this one, we look at houses normally, but for this one, we're going to be looking at an estate.
This is special. We don't often get a home this large.
Yeah, it's one thing to be large, but this thing is beautiful and decked out and laid out. Somebody had a plan and how they wanted to live their life, and now they're moving on and they are ready to sell this beautiful. And you want to talk about, it's a beautiful estate.
This is a dream home, and it's going to be a dream for someone else now.
That's right, and it's got everything you've ever wanted in an absolutely beautiful property. It's in the beautiful setting of the Heber Valley, which is just right off of Park City. And if this property were in Park City, you're probably looking at a $10 million home. But you can get a really good value on it right down here, but just about $3 million. So you're looking right at $3 million on this one, just right outside of Park City, which is a tremendous value. And as you can see, as we're flying over the backyard here, it looks like you're going to the park next door maybe, but no, you've got your own baseball park in the backyard.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it?
And they've got a racing track just to the other side of this, so you've got a place where you can race your mountain bikes or your BMX motorcycles, whatever that is. And there's a good looking, good view. Look at the cloud just going by, perfectly just going over your land, which is great. Heber Valley is known, of course, it's right there between a couple beautiful bodies of water. You got Deer Creek and Jordanelle, so you're right between the two of those, and beautiful views of Timpanogos. And as we walk into the inside, you're going to see some of they really decked it out as they should have, right?
This is a gorgeous home, but and all the recreation opportunities all the way around. This is a great home.
And so they did this one kind of unique. As we're looking through this, you're going to notice on the main floor, there's all kinds of entertaining on the main floor. And then they put which is actually, we'd almost consider this a second level on the home, because the way they set it up is you come around on the drive, you actually go up to the second story, which takes you onto the kind of the main level, which is really unique design, as you can see the kitchen and everything. And then you go down, which would be actually the lower level, which is still above grade, so it's all the light and everything. That's where all the living is. Which is,
wow.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's a really cool, unique way of doing it, because you still get all the benefits of having people come into the house on the main floor and enjoying the whole house for entertaining and everything. And then if you want to go down, you just go down to the lower level, which is basically the main level, and then you still have light on the places where everybody lives.
There are wonderful views from almost every window in this home.
Yeah, there for sure. And as you can see, you just go right off to the kitchen, you go out to your own gym.
Oh my goodness.
Just absolutely, you gotta have a gym, right? And then also on the main floor, that's where your home theater is, which is a nice big home theater. And they've got a big office area. This is the office, which walks right out onto the deck, right on the main floor. And here we're going to take a look at some of the beautiful stuff that they added in here, that nice wraparound.
Don't you just absolutely, that's just magical. I love that staircase.
Yeah, really beautiful. Now this is now going to be the lower level, but remember, because the way that they built the house, this still has all the natural light and everything, and you walk right out into the backyard, well, kind of the side yard really, and so you're really getting the best of both worlds. You get entertaining on the main floor, and you get your first level, which is basically you kind of have two first level homes. It's almost like a Rambler on 2 stories. That's the best way to explain it.
Well, and look at all these features. This is the lower floor.
Yeah.
And look at the features that are there. There's nothing is missing here.
Yeah, and so plenty of bedrooms. On this house, you're going to be looking at 12,500 square feet. It's got 7 bedrooms. It's got 6 full and 2 half baths. It's on 6 and 0.36 acres. It was built in 2007. It has a 3-car garage, and we're going to take a look at more of the amenities, because it doesn't stop just with the house. Then it goes into the pool house next to it.
A pool house too.
Gotta have a pool house. And that's all set up. Okay, so this is now looking off the deck. Just beautiful deck, and you're going to see all those trees wrapping around. It looks perfectly up onto the Timpanogos Mountains right up there. And as you can see, you're away from everything. You've got these big, huge, mature trees. And that's really something special. Big.
Just gorgeous. You know, I look at this home, and you can just almost hear laughter.
That's
you
right.
can. So many people can be there and just enjoying so
Could you
many
imagine
different
the
activities.
holidays here.
Yes.
You got a little snow on the ground. You got the Heber Creeper that goes right along the back there.
Just give me some hot cocoa.
And then you come into your pool, indoor swimming pool.
Look at this.
You got to have your indoor swimming pool when you're up in Heber, because it gets cold up there during the winter.
And you know, with that many people available, that cover on the pool makes Mom happy.
That's right.
That I can relax.
So it's got as you can see, it's got a second kitchen right here, and it's got that hot tub, and it's got another little area. And then as you go upstairs, you're going to see they've got another kitchen. So this is the 3rd kitchen.
They've got 3 kitchens?
Yeah, so this is like the guest quarters. It's actually above that kind of above the pool there. They've got kind of the guest place for people to stay up there.
Isn't that great? Someone doesn't have to worry about taking care of their guests. They can have that available. They can do what they like. Look at this.
It doesn't feel like your own forest right there, right? It really does. I mean, this is a spectacular home, and it's such a value. If you compare this to Park City, because you're right there. If you want to fly in, they've got the airport right next to this. Right where the jets fly in is literally right next to this. Just perfectly far enough away. That's the equestrian center that's right off to the left there. You got your own base park, you got the Heber Creeper, and you got all the skiing all wrapped in at just under $3 million.
Someone has loved this home, and it's just going to be a dream come true for someone else.
So it's always a great time to go look at St. George Real Estate, where they got those beautiful red rocks down there. And I've got Chase Ames with the Ames team. So Chase, this is a beautiful property. Where's this one out in St. George?
Thank you. This home is truly spectacular. It's located in the heart of St. George, just a few minutes from 6 golf courses, actually less than 10 minutes away, less than 5 minutes from Dixie Regional Medical Center, less than 5 minutes from the theaters, shopping, and 2 malls, and actually has a biking and walking trail connected to the subdivision.
Yeah, so this looks like a fairly new neighborhood, right?
Yes, one of the best up-and-coming subdivisions neighborhoods here in St. George, absolutely.
Yeah, as we go inside, this, you can tell they put a lot into this house. So this is a Rambler style home, so it's all one level living, right?
Yes, all one level, just under 2,200 square feet, and a lot of thought and upgrades went into this home.
Okay, so let's talk about how many bedrooms and baths and what type of square footage are we talking about on this?
So it's just under 2,200 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and it also has an additional office or den.
Oh, that's great. And so it looks like they put a ton of upgrades into this property.
They really have, Jay. They've put in all kinds of LED lighting throughout the home. There's floodlights and over 30 can lights that provide tons of lighting at a very low energy efficient cost. They've also put in quartz countertops, custom tile kitchen backsplash, oversized 3-car garage, all modern fixtures, 3-tone paint, upgraded all the doors to 8-foot doors, and upgraded the tile to what's actually considered level 5 tile and upgraded carpet and padding.
Yeah, I can tell they did a really nice job. So this particular room that we're looking at here, what is this room?
This is actually the master bedroom.
Okay.
And again, a lot of thought goes into this room right here.
Now I know that St. George is a bit of a diverse market. Some of these homes will be primary homes or second homes. What would this kind of subdivision be considered?
You know, this one could be either or. There are a lot of retiree, getaway, or second home buyers in this subdivision, and also a lot of primary livers as well.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I was down there a couple of weeks ago, and you just love how there's all the inversion up here in Salt Lake, and you go down there and you can golf and just enjoy the weather. And of course, I just love that St. George is only a couple hours away from Las Vegas, so you kind of get that nightlife, and you've got all the national parks, which are great. And so,
Yep.
So in this particular neighborhood, do they have any parks or anything like that?
So they're actually just breaking ground and starting the dirt work to put in a community neighborhood park that's actually adjoins to the subdivision.
Oh, that's perfect. That'd work well.
And to your point, Jay, of what you're talking about of the weather in St. George right now, we have bright blue skies right now, where it's a lot of the inversion up north that you're talking about, and we're forecast to be in the 60s this week and not supposed to go below freezing.
Oh, that's amazing. It's so nice. This is just a great place to live because you can golf year-round, you can play tennis year-round, go enjoy this beautiful weather, and I just love St. George. So heading into the backyard, tell me a little bit about this.
Well, this home comes fully landscaped, which not all of these do, so this one's all included, ready to go. And they've actually have $84,000 in upgrades in this home and a $20,000 lot premium for this home.
Yeah, it looks great. So Chase, if somebody wanted more information about this property, how would they contact you?
They can reach us directly at our office at 435-674-6011, or you can email us at aimsteam@sgremax.com.
So Lesa, I know you guys have been doing this forever and you're really good at it. What do you guys do differently than the other businesses that do this?
So we do multiple systems for free.
And that's huge. So if somebody had like 2 AC units or 2 furnaces or like 2 kitchens, you cover both of them at no more cost.
Correct.
That's huge.
Yes. And we also provide the same coverage for sellers as well.
This is great. So if somebody is selling their house, they can take advantage of these same sort of warranties and stuff.
Yes.
So they're having a great year skiing up in Park City, and I've got one of the pros up there, Mike Luginski. So Mike, tell me about this beautiful property and where it's located.
Yeah, it's a great property. It's right up in Jeremy Ranch. So right off I-80, you're kind of down in this little valley here. You've got this amazing views of the stream and the golf course from the house. And so you've got easy access from Salt Lake City and to Park City, and it's a great primary home residence here.
Looks great, and they've got that wonderful like 100-year roof on there, which I love. And they've got a massive garage, don't they?
They do, yes. So that garage, a little deceiving, you could easily fit 5 cars in there and have a workshop.
Yeah, that's really nice to have, especially if you're going to have a house of this size, that we can have quite a few people over and not be pressed at all. So walking into the inside, they did a perfect job of kind of blending in these rocks and stuff. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so you can see the logs right there. They're actually from the north slope of the Uinta Mountains. The stone, it's actually a Storm Mountain quartzite. It's on the border of Utah and Idaho is where they got it from. And you can see it's such a cozy space in there. The fire you got going, look, there it is right there. So just the logs, like I said, it's just such a cozy space.
Yeah, and you can tell, I just love the way they've taken kind of the natural stones and materials and brought them into this home. And then it's got kind of a story that you can tell when you're in the house, right?
It is, absolutely. And as we kind of enter into the kitchen, this kitchen is actually just recently remodeled in 2006. You've got the great granite countertops, the stainless steel appliances. They actually expanded the kitchen as well from what it was originally. And then we look at the tile floor, you can see it right there. That's all radiant. So it's so nice on your feet when you walk in, and especially you come off the slopes. It's great to come into the home where your feet are always going to be nice and toasty.
Yeah, I love that. And you can see all those views out of those windows, which has got to be just spectacular looking over that golf course.
It is. Yeah, golf course is right there. You're on this almost 3/4 of an acre lot. It's a corner lot, spectacular lot because you're down the mountain a little bit, so you don't hear any of the traffic from I-80. You get the ease of use of I-80, but no noise. And so those views, you just go right down that valley of the stream. You've got the golf course, the mountain views. It's a great lot, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. So these houses can be set up as primary homes or secondary homes. How's this one been used?
So the home here, the owners actually own in Arizona as well. So they come up to get out of the heat in the summertime. And in the wintertime, they come up for the holidays and spend holidays here. All the kids love to come up and ski. And so they come here to Park City where everyone wants to be in the wintertime and use it in the wintertime. But yet, it's a great family neighborhood as well. So actually, when I was there the other day, the kids were being picked up from school. The bus stop's literally just down the street just a little bit, and a ton of kids. So it's a great primary residence for anybody that's maybe commuting from Salt Lake City.
Yeah, that's just great. And so now we're going to the lower level, but it's still got tons of light down here, right?
Yeah, you can see there's a walkout basement, and so you get tons of light, so it doesn't even feel like you're in the lower level. You've got a great entertaining area. You have a full wet bar. You've got the fireplace. There's 2 bedrooms. There it is right there. Actually, right outside those windows, there's a little stream they have that they've put in with 3 little waterfalls and a pond. And then again, the tile floor, that's all radiant heat, so it's nice on your feet. And each one of these bedrooms, they actually have a bathroom as well. And as we move on, here's the little wine room. And then as we turn the corner, we're going to go into the fitness room. And so, you go to a day of skiing, the muscles are sore. What's this? Oh, you have your steam room. Oh, you have your sauna. So, it's a great home for however you're going to use it, whether it be a primary residence or a second home.
They did a great job of pulling this all together. They've got the location, which is right on the golf course, and they've got all the amenities in there, and it's conveniently located. And of course, it's got great views, right?
Oh, absolutely. And then, right above that garage, actually, there's an unfinished loft area. So mother-in-law apartment or anything like that. And then here we come around, and there's those views again. You can't get enough of those views.
Yeah, it's spectacular.